Hell to the no. To the no, no, no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no. We gotta talk about this. We gotta talk about this, man. Like I said, we got to talk about this. We gotta talk about this. Cause I had no idea, right? Earlier, when we was talking, when we was live, I had no idea. Like I hadn't seen the Savage video. And one thing y'all know about me, I'm gonna give y'all my honest opinion. What I feel. What I feel. You don't have to say, you ain't gotta say, you ain't gotta say you my enemy. You ain't gotta say that. You an enemy to my people if that's the case, because that's what you're saying. You took a situation, bruh. You took a situation and built it and targeted, and you took your what he felt and made a big ass situation. I don't condone that shit, nor do I condone them youngsters that did that. I don't condone it. But at the same time, man, they send people to the hole for that. Bro, trying to go to the hole for inciting a riot. Come on, man. Come on, man. It did because it's like this. It's like this. If something was to happen to anybody at that residence as a result of your word, it falls back on you. That's why you don't do that. You just don't do that, man. Don't put people's address out on YouTube and bring harm to them people like that. Come on, man. That's out of pocket. That's out of pocket, man. And you know, this shit. See, it's supposed to. I was also positive. I'm still also positive, but at the same time, shit, it is what it is. For every action, it's a reaction. Cool people is cool people, but when you say I'm about my brown, I'm about my blackness. But that don't make me a racist. I'm not gonna sit here and declare war on a whole race or incite any type of violence on a whole race based on color because he making it racial. And I wish I was in contact with some brothers in LA right now so I can get how they feel. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have to do that. I might have to call somebody in LA, but man, that's not cool on no levels. See, earlier I didn't know, but I at the same time, I'm not like I said. Even people used to be like, "Man, you got a problem with SNYs?" No, I ain't got no problem with SNYs. I got problems with SNYs. I got problems with me or my people. Then what I look like not saying that. I mean, everybody got an opinion though, but when your opinion brings harms to others like that, people that ain't even involved become involved, and it gets bigger than you. And then then you look like you haven't had an agenda the whole time. That's why that's why it was always problems on the main line because SNYs was infiltrating. They was coming in, they was infiltrating, finding a target and hitting them. That's why they were so vigilant on the main line on SNYs because they was coming in on missions. They're trained to do that. They're trained to come and be chameleons. They blend in on the main line. They find a target, and next thing you know, you look up, and either one side just sniffed it out, or the other side just, or you didn't figure it out. They didn't found you out, and you strike first. That's what. So they come in and they blend in, and climb the hierarchy, and then they cause havoc. They cause havoc. Next thing you know, you got an army behind you. That's why you never want people that is not in control of their emotions and positions of power, because then they abuse it, and that's a form of abuse. That's a form of abuse. Like, it's fucked up. Yeah, it's fucked up. But that shit happens every day. Where blacks get victimized, whites get victimized, man. That happens every day, everywhere. But we don't carve it out and make it personal and then start to incite. Because you never know who's watching. You never know who's watching. You can actually get, man, look, if you can go to the hole, hold on, if you can go to the hole in prison for inciting riots, if you can go to the hole in prison for inciting a riot, hold on, let me say it again. You can go to the hole in prison for inciting a riot. I'm just saying, why would you do that? First bloods get spilled. They gonna point the arrow at. That would be like shit. See, that's what happened to the person that lost control of his emotions. And then on top of that, you see the agenda. Like, some people don't show their agenda out at first. They don't show their agenda. You gotta wait. You gotta watch that shit develop like a fucking good football play. You gotta watch that shit develop, and then all of a sudden you see it. Bam! It's not about S and Y. It's not about mainline. It's about all of us together. What? You trying to unite? Now you trying to unite. First, all the Southsiders were united in L.A. Okay, that's a good one. And you gave an opinion on that, huh? You put yourself in the forefront of that, huh? Okay, the next thing you know, another one happens. You bring light to that. Then another one happens. Now you're angry. War. This is not prison, man. This is not prison. You don't start a war within a war. We already at war right now. We already at war. We fighting an invisible war right now, bro. We want peace. We want peace. Now, as far as this is where you went wrong, bro. This is where you went wrong. You're supposed to allow the hood to a chance to deal with their own. You're supposed to allow that. You don't force that. Even in the pen, you know you can't force that, because if you force that, that would be an automatic riot. You can't go to no group of blacks and tell blacks, y'all better kill him or we're going to kill y'all, without it being a riot. You can't do that. You can't do that. That's an automatic riot. These motherfuckers said if we don't kill the homie right now, they about to take off on us with shit. We ain't about to kill the homie because he ain't do nothing but disrespect him. That's all he did. They want us to kill him? Oh, hell no. Nah. Well, we might as well just go on and take off. Well, that's what we would do. In prison, that's what you would do. So out here, when people ain't playing by prison rules, you can't institute prison rules out here in the free world. It just don't go like that. So that's out of pocket. Even though it's not a big percentage of the whole entire world that watch YouTube like you would think. There's a lot of people that are clueless about YouTube, or they're clueless about the influence of YouTube. There's a lot of them. So the percentage of the world that actually really pays attention to YouTube is not that much. But it's still influential. It's still influence. And a large number of my subscribers are Hispanic. And I fuck with them. But never would I incite. Never would I, first of all, what about all the black subscribers that Sav got? What about all of them? Y'all looking stupid right now. I'm just saying. Since I'm gonna speak my mind, fuck it. He spoke his mind. I'm gonna speak my mind. If you black and you still following him, you stupid. He just basically said, fuck you, it's about my race. It's about my brown race. What? So if I was, matter of fact, I'm about to, if I am subscribed, I'm about to go unsubscribe. Right now, as soon as we get off of this live, I'm unsubscribing from him. Fuck that. Hell nah. It's bad enough when somebody disrespects you subliminally or try to go over your head. He didn't even wait. But at the same time, man, this YouTube, man, let me calm down, because this YouTube shit. Motherfuckers say what they want, do what they want, because at the end of the day, I can't be mad at you for being passionate about your people. I can't, hell no. I can't be mad at a person. Man, I hope he watching. But I can't be mad at you for being prideful about your people. I can't be mad at you for that, because I love my people. That's for sure. And if it was a situation where it was my people versus somebody else, my people getting the benefit of the doubt. So shit, did that make me a racist? Hell no. But if a situation happened where I had to choose insight or not or leave it alone, or have an approach where everybody can learn from it, then I would be like, okay, yeah, I can respect that. But when you come on a motherfucker like Hitler, like the Mexican Hitler of motherfucking YouTube, then then somebody got to say something. You want motherfuckers to talk to their young homies. That's what you want. But instead, you took that option right off the table by putting their motherfucking family's address and shit out there. That's bullshit. You know it. I don't know if you was on like shit, you was drunk, you was drinking, you was with your girl. I don't know what you was doing, Saf. Come on now. But you're going to look back at this live and you're going to say, I am 100% right. You was in your feelings, and that was the wrong approach, because when people start getting hurt, you're going to be tucking your... Nothing, man. Hold on. Man. I don't even think people would condone that shit. Then you're going to talk about... Hold on. You got 100,000 subscribers, bro. And you know we could talk about this. But you got 100,000 subscribers. And you said, I got 100,000 subscribers. They all got your address. Yeah, it's all bad for you. Out of that 100,000 subscribers, if you black, right now, if you black, and you fucking with that channel right there, you are out of pocket. If you promote peace, you out of pocket. I am not, hey, look, I am not by any means saying what them youngsters did was cool. That wasn't cool by any means. That was not cool. But at the same time, it's certain people that have power to make that situation bigger by shedding light on it and taking it personal. That's not good energy to put out into the universe. It's not good energy to put out in the universe. That's why people was vigilant when they got to the main line. That's why they was doing certain stuff. But hey, man, look, man, we're gonna leave this alone. Matter of fact, I got it out there. I said what I said. I'm done with it. I'm about to smoke this blunt. He was cool, man. That was cool, but motherfuckers can't hide it out, man. They can't hide who they really are. That's some bullshit. Don't put motherfuckers' addresses out there. But I will say this. I did see somebody put somebody's address out there. I did see that. But it was for something entirely different on a whole lower scale. And that was between two people. Your problem Your problem is between you and them two youngsters that made that decision. Yeah, you got a problem with him, and I got a problem with him too. But you ain't got no problem with his mom. You ain't got no problem with his sister. You ain't got no problem with his grandma that they taking care of. True indeed, he wasn't thinking about them. He wasn't thinking about them at all when he hit that Mexican dude, man. Man, that Mexican dude took that shit on the chin and went back to doing what he was doing, to selling the ices. He took that on the chin and was like, you know what? Fuck it. He was like, fuck it, man. Shit. Pinchy Mayetes. He said that, did that, and then he went on about his life. That's if you trip about it, I mean if you think about it, in certain parts of LA, that's everyday life. But wrong is wrong. You are 100% right. That shit is hella wrong. And I'm not condoning that. What them youngsters did was wrong. But putting innocent people in the way is wronger. Even if that's a word. Wronger. You don't do that, man. This is YouTube. You don't vent your personal feelings out there like that. I can't believe it. If he got any black subscribers, they need to come to the Dirty Nation where they can at least get the real and not have a motherfucker turn on you. He just turned to all the blacks on his page and made it racial. That's what happens when the wrong people get empowered. And you know what? And you know what? I said it earlier. When I was younger, I did rob a paisano. I have. And I am very apologetic for it, and I paid the price for it. And it's wrong. Wish I would have had some homies to put me in check, though. I mean, I really, no, not saying like I wish I would, but I'm saying like if I would have had some older homies around when I was fucking up, maybe I would have turned out a little bit better. Man, shit. And I always want to do better. You don't throw people in harm's way that you don't even know. That just show. That's why. See, I always been a leader, right? I always been a leader, but being a leader, sometimes you ain't always in agreement with everybody. And one of the things about me is if there is a way for peace, if there's a way for peace, I'm gonna explore that first. I'm gonna explore that first, especially if I got a voice. If there's a way for peace, I'm gonna explore that. And sometimes I might have homies screaming over my shoulder, "Blood, fuck that shit, nigga. Let's get that nigga. Or blood, nigga, fuck that, nigga. That nigga out of pocket." I'm like, "Hold on, man. Nah, we do it like this." And sometimes they be like, "Dirt, let that one. Dirt, you let that go." And that comes with being a leader. You don't make good calls every time. But this one I gotta call it how I see it. You don't do that. You don't take a situation in a neighborhood, put their address out there, and say get them. They right there. What? First of all, anybody move off the word of a SNY is out of pocket. Anybody black that gets angry at that doesn't get angry at the fact that, man, I really just had deja vu like a motherfucker. I really just had deja vu. Man, so for every action is a reaction. All I'm asking from Savage is that You clarify what you mean. Clarify what you mean exactly for the people that don't know, because it's people that live in very diverse areas. It's people that's living in the same, that live in very diverse areas that don't understand that's what's going on. It's people that don't watch YouTube that don't understand what's going on. And all of a sudden, they look up and a riot had been incited. Nah, man. That's all I'm saying is that's not right. He needs to make another video and vent because I agree. But don't threaten people. Don't put people's addresses and threaten people's innocent family. It might be babies in that house. That was reckless. Alejandro, I feel that. I know y'all don't like people. I don't like y'all people to get treated like that. I don't like yo people how yo people treat each other in some kind of ways. But at the same time, that ain't for me to speak on. Y'all be going to war. Y'all be going to war out there, taking each other out on some serious. Ain't no money in inciting a war because of them. He shouldn't, man. Look, you got to keep control of your emotions. I understand. How you think we used to feel? How you think we used to feel, especially in the pen where it's racial, where the skinheads is getting off and all type of shit? How you think we feel when we read the Willie Lynch papers? When we read the Willie Lynch and understand the Willie Lynch syndrome, and then we step out our cell and we looking at white dudes. Not all white dudes is the same. Not all white dudes is on that bullshit. But if you got a motherfucking big ass swastika on your motherfucking chest with white power and a motherfucking black person with a noose around his neck hanging on your back, then hell yeah, I'm gonna treat you as an accordingly because you didn't announce who you is and what you represent. It's right in my face. I don't have to read the book. That's what I'm saying. Any blacks that's still over there are stupid. Any blacks that still subscribe to that nigga stupid. He just told you I'm a racist. He just told you. Then he say then he say most of my partners is black. He gonna say most of my partners is black. So that means your partner's out of pocket too. One person is not responsible for a whole entire race. I've been trying to say that. But here's the thing. Prison politics. Prison politics. If we found, look, man, I caught a fucking attempted murder for this shit. I caught an attempted murder for this shit. Because the homie told the Southsider shot caller, if your homie don't pay me my money by this afternoon, I'm finna stab one of y'all. But he said, I'm finna take off. And we didn't know about it. So if he would have took off and it would have been innocent blacks out there and to get stabbed up because the Mexicans ain't doing no waiting, they getting off. So it would have been victims. So once we found out about that, I had to approach my older homie and tell him, you out of pocket. You should have never threatened the Mexican shot caller without telling nobody. So therefore, you got to do some burpees. You got to do some burpees because you getting DP'd for that, for going and threatening the Mexican shot caller. So blacks, we as blacks as a whole, we been vigilant. We been vigilant. That's how we naturally rock. If one person is doing something that's gonna put the rest of the race in jeopardy, then you allow us to handle our own. You don't take that option away from us by giving motherfuckers their address and shit. No bueno. Just saying no. I don't care how mad I get. I'm not gonna just say, like a motherfucker could have did something, and then on top of that, that would be like, that would be like a motherfucker doing something in Reno and I didn't like it, and now I didn't start a problem in Reno, and I don't even live in Reno. Or somebody that started a problem in a whole nother hood, and I don't even live in that hood, and I done started a problem in they whole other hood. And if they hood get the funking and tearing it up, I'm over here in the cuts. Nah, hell nah, man. I'm just calling it how I see it. Some of y'all don't know prison politics. A lot of y'all don't know prison politics. So, and this is, I've been saying I'm cool on prison channels and I'm not on that, but at the same time, that was a prison person that made a prison that used prison politics as well as pride, a sense of pride. You tapped in. That's dirty. When you tap into a motherfucking sense of pride and use it to manipulate, come on, man. You don't see like we all brown. Let's attack. You don't do that. Come on, man. It's 2000. We free, bro. We free. We free. We can go in there. We can go in the kitchen right now and make a sandwich with fresh lettuce and tomatoes and best food mayonnaise. We ain't gotta have the fucking porter go get the police to open the door to let us out the cell. We ain't gotta do none of that motherfucking shit. So why would we incite riots? Why would we incite riots and make innocent people get hurt based off our emotions? But why would you do it and the arrows all do this? Like if soon as somebody gets socked in the mouth and they say, I did it on the aspect of this, all them arrows is gonna go they're gonna be like but at the same time, if you don't care, you don't care. I care. I care about my peoples just like he care about his peoples. But I care about his peoples too. Shit. I care about my peoples too. I got camarados too. Shit. And then the fucked up part is what make it look crazy. Here's what make it look crazy. What make it look crazy is if the North and the South are at peace and working together, and then all the Southsiders are united one, then all of a sudden that make it look like shit. What is gonna be? The Bulldogs with the blacks against everybody else? Nah, man, that's prison shit. You leave that type of thinking inside. You don't incite no riots out here. It's not 92. That wasn't Rodney King. Shit. Motherfuckers want to kick back and smoke their weed. Them young niggas gonna get their ass beat. That's common sense. You should know that. You should know that with gang culture in LA. You should know that them niggas is gonna get DP'd as soon as that shit went viral. Them niggas is gonna get DP'd. Both them young niggas probably got black eyes right now. They might got four of them. Not on the account that you gave their address out, on the account that that's probably the right thing to do. But that's like double jeopardy on everything. If them young niggas already got beat up and got DP'd, you get an address out and something else happened, that's double jeopardy. That's when you start trying to act like you God. And you not. You're not God in no motherfucking YouTube world. That's about 100 ball in the pen. I think I gave that shit too much motherfucking rent in my mind. Man, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, I wasn't even. That shit went right over my head earlier when y'all was talking. It was some people that was getting a little heated, and it went right over my head. You know, shit. We had a good ass live earlier, good ass live, but at the same time, y'all know, y'all must have knew I didn't see that shit. I did not see that shit. See, prison makes some niggas. Prison makes some niggas. Prison make people racist. Period. Especially California prisons. California prisons make you racist. It makes you biased. It makes you hella shit. But that shit gotta stay in there. Hey, Drew, you motherfucking right, you my nigga. This is life when you in the streets. You at risk being a victim. I don't race because it was me trying to sell bean pies. I'm gonna get harassed, even getting a fight. For real. He did say you're gonna sit back and let your people be victimized. Wow. He said, dude, been there. What's the third for the talk? The races, we are not the same. A person not responsible for a whole race. True. It's ignorance. Right. Life's all the same. So a 4-year-old cats and let it dry. Well, you right. Savage clown has no honor, morals. Rough and the spark of a war indeed. My mentality starts with fair game. Savage PC was good if you grow up. I decide on condone. Going first. Yeah, bro. Yeah, y'all had some good. Y'all had some good comments, man. I appreciate that. But we finna end this live on a high note. If you like this live, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. But most of all, if you are a person that came back and watched this live, I want you to leave a comment because I understand the comments may get heated, but there's no moderators in the comments. There's no moderators in the comments, so it may get heated. That's not my fault. But at the same time, if I'm gonna leave on this note, if you black and you over there still subscribe to Savage Studios, I would like to say that you might need to go to the doctor. If you got any sense of pride, any sense like he got, the same thing he got, and a whole lot of it, then it's time to make a moral conscious decision and fuck with the dirty nation where you don't have a motherfucker turn on you because of your color. Just because you black now and he didn't announce. I am against you. I have a problem with your people. I used to be cool with your people, but now I'm against you. But like I say, I just got an opinion and I'm done with that shit. I'm done with that shit. Peace to all races, brown, black, Asian, white, Swedish, Australian, Aborigine, weed smokers, drug abusers. Shout out to all of y'all. We all got a problem. Ain't nobody perfect. Remember that. We all got a problem. Ain't nobody perfect. Except this blunt right here. Ooh, baby. Let's get back to this shit. Herb Dizzle, wait. We got a whole blunt, Herb. Hey, y'all know Herb Dizzle is an honorary moderator. He is one of the original moderators. Original. I smoke too much weed to not be with the peace. I be trying to figure this shit out. I remember the homie, right? The homie smoke hella blunts, like back to back. They just be going. I'd be like, blood, why do you smoke so much? He said, I like to keep the creative juices flowing. I was like, I feel you. Hey, Herb, you still a moderator. This today I got my stimulus too. I'm supposed to be ordering carburetors and things for Dusty. Supposed to be having getting Dusty ready for the summer. Matter of fact, I gotta go. Damn.